Welcome to the House of Strum and Skull Mask Museum. I'm going to show you all of my masks in their entirety. I have approximately close to 100 in this room alone, plus some throughout my house. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all those masks. So if that's something that interests you, stick around. Let's look at some masks. As you enter the room and you turn right, you come upon this bookshelf. That is my Michael Myers section here in the room. Mostly Trick or Treat Studios. Trick or Treat Studios, as well as some really talented independent mask makers. This one here is a Dom Post mask. It's signed by the gentleman who played Michael Myers in the Halloween 1978 movie. I can't think of his name right now, but I will post it here. Yeah, it's autographed by him on the inside. And of course, Buckethead wore this specific mask as well, one like it. Some of these are rehauled masks. This is rehauled by, I think, Eric Hamilton was his name. An artist out of Mississippi. I had him rehaul this mask. I think he did a beautiful job, and as well as this one here. So this is a 1978 Michael Myers mask. That's from the original Halloween, and this one is from the 2018 Halloween. And you might notice that I don't own any Halloween 5 or 6 or H20 or Resurrection masks here in the collection, and that's mainly because I don't really like the masks from those movies, so I never added them to the collection. On the top here are some Leatherface masks. These are both from Trick or Treat Studios. The Old Lady mask and the Killing mask. Stock Trick or Treat Studios masks. And this one's from the Netflix movie. I bought this from a mask maker on Etsy. This one's made of silicone. And then getting into my Freddy Krueger masks. I got some upstairs in my office that I'm going to show you after, but these ones I keep down here. They're the three Trick or Treat Studios Freddy masks. Part 1, a Part 2 that was rehauled by Sick Rick Masks, and a Part 4. I guess there was no Part 3. Trick or Treat Studios didn't release a Part 3 mask. Down here are 2 Ruby's Freddy masks. Those are pretty generic looking. They're not modeled after or sculpted or molded after any specific Nightmare on Elm Street movie like these guys are. Those 2 are just a generic Freddy Krueger mask. Over here is one of the first very expensive masks I ever purchased here for the collection, and it's this WFX Dream Master mask. He's made of silicone. Very lifelike, very realistic. And he's wearing a Ruby's fedora. Got a Ruby's fedora on this guy. Next up in the collection is the Friday the 13th section. You know, if you're a Friday the 13th fan, you should know that the hockey mask was introduced in Friday the 13th Part 3. That's when we first see Jason Voorhees don the infamous hockey mask. So that's where my collection begins. I have a Part 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Jason X down below. So I do not own a Freddy vs. Jason hockey mask or the 2009 Yeah, 2009 remake mask either. I don't have copies of those here in the collection. I may grab them one day, but as of right now, this is my Jason collection. This is a Plague Doctor mask. Got this. I picked this up at a horror convention. There was a guy there selling a bunch of these, and I thought they looked cool. This is the one that I grabbed. So yeah, it was handmade. Pretty sick. And then moving on is my Slipknot mask collection. I got a bunch of Sid Wilson masks here. You know, gas masks that Sid wore. Pretty much half the collection is of Sid Wilson masks, and then this side of the collection is of the other various members. I have a replica of Buckethead's mask over here. A replica of the 83 Cesar mask that he wore. So yeah, it's my Buckethead mask. This is a Distortions Unlimited prop head here. The zombie beheaded, which Buckethead turned into a Herbie, as he called his prop. He customized his zombie head prop into the prop that we know as Herbie, and he made it his own. Over here is the mask of Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Big fan of Kamala, the Ugandan giant. And the mask, when I saw a maker down in Virginia Beach, somewhere in eastern U.S., you know, he's making these. I reached out to him and commissioned him to make me one. So this is made of palm wood, which is, you know, palm trees. I must say, coming down here in my basement, it gave off an odor. It doesn't these days, but initially when I got it, it gave off a very unique smell. Not that it was a bad smell, but you know, you could smell it. It smelled unique. Palm wood. And then beside it is a mask of Kamala's face paint from a seller on eBay. That's where that came from. Big Kamala fan here. Which brings us to this beauty right here. This is a rehauled Halloween Kills mask, done courtesy of Remzap Studios. This is one of the holiest grails here in my mask collection. To own this mask, man, I'm fucking honored to have one of these here in the collection. And you know, I don't know if it was pure coincidence or if Remzap did it on purpose, but you know, he charged me a US price for this mask. I paid a US price, but the conversion to Canadian equaled $666. 666. That's what I paid for this guy. The unholy grail. Also, I have these masks here. Both of these are Zagoni Studios masks. Got Baphomet. Picked this up a couple years ago. Got Baphomet as well as this moving mouth skull mask from Zagoni. Got that guy. And then in the middle is a Trick or Treat Studios Walking Dead mask. One of the zombies, you know. And then lastly, before I take you upstairs, there is the infamous Jeffrey Dahmer mask, made by Sick Rick. I don't own a lot of these kind of like serial killer masks, like real life serial killers. Most of my collection are like fictional serial killers, you know? But no, this is the only real life serial killer mask that I own. And it's totally wearable as well. But anyway, let me take you upstairs and we'll finish the tour upstairs. I even keep masks in my bathroom. In here, I keep like random devil masks. I have a small collection of devil masks and I keep them here in my bathroom. Just random devil masks and Burt Reynolds. And I also have this guy over here. That's my bathroom mask collection. I don't know if this really classifies as a mask, but I've got this guy here. I picked it up when I moved here to the province of Alberta here in Canada, and it's like a First Nations kind of carved mask. The hair was made of horse hair. I thought that was pretty cool. Back in 2019, I went to a John 5 concert for the first time, and I bought one of his masks that he was selling. One of these plastic form masks that I have, and I had it signed. I had him sign it. So I keep this one on my wall here in my living room. And it looks just, you know, just like his face paint. Next, I'll take you upstairs to the office and show you the rest of the masks that I have up there. Alright, so this is the office. I got this from Spirit Halloween. Plastic formed. Customized it myself with some blood tears. Got that there. Right here is a vintage Collegeville Costumes Gene Simmons mask. I wish I had the box for this guy, but no box. Bought it on eBay for just over $100. Didn't come with a box, but it's still cool. You know, I display it right there. Speaking of Collegeville Costumes, I do have the Collegeville Costumes plastic formed Freddy mask here. This is the OG mask. The original, before they commissioned Don Post to make this guy. So this is a Collegeville Costumes mask as well. That was made by Don Post. And then from there I have the Don Post Freddy mask that they made in the late 80s. Next to that is the Trick or Treat Studios Don Post mask. They just brought it back, so this is one of the newest masks that I have here in the collection. Recently picked that guy up. I get a few copies of the Michael Myers Halloween Ends mask, so I stuck him over here. He's wearing this hat. I think I have about 3 of these and they're all stock. These 2 masks these were made by Michael Dufresne of MD Studios, an independent artist out of Louisiana, I believe he is located. Yeah, but he made these. It's his Killing mask and the Pretty Woman mask. I love his Pretty Woman mask. As far as I'm concerned, it's way better than Trick or Treat Studios. You know, it looks like Leatherface himself made it. That's what I really like about it. Up here is a mask of Aquarius from Rob Zombie's Free from Hell. That was from Trick or Treat Studios as well. I always wanted to own one of these types of masks, and you know, what better mask to own than a replica from one of Rob Zombie's movies, you know? That was my mask collection in its entirety. Well over 100 masks. I definitely want to add more to the collection. It's just nowadays, well, I'm more focused on traveling and going places. There are definitely masks that I want to add here to the collection. I'm telling you, like Eli Casagrande's mask from Slipknot. Fuck, I want to get a replica of that here in the collection. There's a number of them that I want to get, but as for right now, masks are on hold. I'm more focused on traveling and you know, going places, and yeah, you know, maybe in the future you'll see some more of those mask unboxings here, I hope, and that gives you more incentive to come back and join me again for my next video, so that if I do get a new mask, you will definitely be the first to know about it. That's it for today's video, guys. Thanks so much for watching my video here at the House of Strum & Skull, where, you know, it might be close to Halloween, but in my house, every day is Halloween. We'll see you all in the next one.